What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Nothing But Dirt. It's 5 in the morning, and we're headed up north to pick up a little 602 motor. We'll bring y'all along with us. We're about to get to work on this little crate motor. I'm going to pick it up. Appreciate Tom's partner for looking me up with a good deal, and I really enjoyed speaking with you. Hope to see you up somewhere around your parks on the racetrack. But anyhow, we're going to put these pulleys on real quick. I got to put a plug here and one there. We'll run our temperature gauge here. Well, we might swap those. Never ran a temperature gauge here. I got to see for the clear the water net. We might change this water neck out as well. I've got a swivel neck. Just depends. I got to look at the car again and see how the radiator is. But as you guys can see right here, this motor is the date code on it is 0306 of 2019, right there. You that kind of don't know the big thing about these crate motors, the latest and greatest is some of these motors that are being built right now are having a bunch of issues with oiling. And what happened is COVID kind of messed everything up. And when I was on the hunt for this motor, I was looking for a pre-COVID motor. That way it doesn't have the oiling issues, and they're just better motors, in my opinion. So I found this pre-COVID motor is what I'm going to call it. I'm going to call her Diamond, I believe, because it's a Diamond. This is a motor that I kind of searched on the internet for, and luckily enough, it was still around. I got it super cheap, and compared to what they're going for right now, it only has 13 races on it. I got all the paperwork with it from the fella, and it's got the bottle cap seals for the Mid-East steel. So super cool that everything worked out in I guess in my favor, but really Dad's favor. But we're gonna start getting this thing pieced together and thrown up there in the race car, in his car. And next thing we'll be looking for is some Hoosier G60s, I guess, unless they change the tire rule for the crate stuff between now and the time we get to race. I know they were testing some different stuff, and I got some pretty good ideas, maybe, that could help not only the guys that want to run more than just the crate-only class. And, there was 2 cars up there at Halifax were crate cars, and last year at Race for Kids, we had a bunch of these crate guys come up, and it's awesome to see them do that. Definitely, they're competitive against the UMP guys, but I think maybe if Jason Walls with the Mid-East decided to put the crate cars or his series either on a 26.5-inch M30, because none of us UMP guys really run the 26.5s, or even let them just run the 27.5s. But the 26.5, my theory behind it is there's an abundance of them. There's no shortage. They can they can run them and not really have any problems. Or they were testing the H500s against the G60s, which is still a hard tread. But I think that a really good tire for the 602 modifieds in this region would be the retreads. County Line runs them on their street stocks, and they're under $100 a piece, so it keeps the cost down, and it's about the same duro as a G60, and they have a little bit more tread. They last longer. Thunder Bombers run them. I've talked to some guys out. His name's James Dedman. Sorry if I mispronounced your last name. I'm terrible with names. You know that. Everybody that's watching my videos, y'all know that I'm terrible with names. But anyhow, I've spoke a lot with him, and over the past year or so, and they really like those retreads, and I think they might be a decent option for the 602 modified class here in North Carolina and Virginia, South Carolina area. But that's not up to me. I'm not the series promoter. I can just make a statement from the driver's side, and hopefully that that'll give a little bit more feedback, and maybe they'll make that decision based upon what the drivers want. But anyhow, we're gonna get to work here on this motor, and me and little Philip, we're gonna get the water pump on it, pulleys on it, just get it ready to drop in the car, and then I'm gonna have to find all the hardware to do that. My little man right here got it all dressed out. Pulleys are on, fuel pump's on, water pump's on, car spacer. We kind of just were working with what we got. We had this adapter, or this 45 to a to a number 4 AN style fitting, and then I got the coupler on, fuel pump on. Had to come up with a fuel pump rod, but everything's here. I actually had the plugs in the toolbox that we had taken off of something. He's making him a steering wheel. You a race car driver, buddy? Yeah? I think so too. You're gonna be tough. I wouldn't want to race against you. You probably beat me up. Can't wait for that one to start driving. I don't want to wish away too soon. But, got to get some motor mounts on this thing. Don't want to forget about those. That's one step closer right there. We got the old 602 dropped into 2012 Shaw. This body's about as rough as the one on my car. But we're gonna make it all work. I'm ready to hear this thing fire off. It's gonna have to get me a different spacer for up here. That's gonna be a little too close for my liking. All right, well, as y'all can see, I got the motor in, but I got quite a mess in here. Whenever Nugget wakes up from his nap, we're gonna beat some of this sheet metal out so we can get it over there on the wall and out of the way. I gotta build the bottom portion of my bumper. It's pretty much junk. So I'm gonna rebuild that and use that one as a spare. Gotta pull this back out, take it loose here, bend that back out, and then weld up all these cracked welds. And then as far as that indestructible bracing goes, the Hammond bracing goes, I reckon I can destroy anything. So I'm going to try to straighten that back out the best I can, and if I can, I'll have to replace it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so today we got a lot done. We got the 602 dropped into 12 Shaw here. Everything's bolted in, ready to go. Missing bolts for the starter. and I gotta come up with an MSD to put in it. For some reason, I can't find any of the ones I thought I had here. I think they're at my dad's house, so we'll get one of them down here, and some plug wires on it, and I'll put the MSD distributor in and all that kind of good stuff. And we should be able to fire this thing off. For some reason, they had the motor moved forward about an inch. I'm not sure why, but I took those spacers out because you don't want any more weight on the nose of the car than you have to have. So we're gonna have to get the drive shaft shortened about an inch so it'll clear and all that kind of stuff, but no big deal there. We might actually hold off until we get the setup under it, and then we'll decide how much we cut the drive shaft down, so we know for sure we'll have plenty of yoke left, which it is a ball spline, so it's not like it can pull out or anything like that. But that's kind of where we're at on this thing. I'm gonna go ahead and call it a day. It's about 8 o'clock, and yeah, so I went up and had to get some bolts from B&L Auto Parts up the road, and I got hung up there for a couple hours running my mouth with Mr. Larry, Mr. Ronnie, Miss Brenda, and all them. So anyhow, we knocked a lot of stuff out today. I was able to find pretty much everything, like I say, that I needed besides those 2 starter bolts. And most of the stuff I had right here in the shop, so that's pretty good. So if anybody's have, y'all have old ladies, picking on you like mine does for hoarding, tell them that it's going to save you in the long run. I probably saved every bit of $500 on, fittings and hoses and all that kind of stuff, spacers and just all that kind of stuff that, you could have just tossed out. But I don't toss anything out. I'm a parts hoarder, and yeah, so we're going to go inside real quick. All right, we made a trip up to Dad's yesterday to get a couple parts. We had to get an MSD box to throw in this thing. I can't find any at my house, and I'm dropping the MSD distributor in right now, and I'm gonna try to fire this baby off. Hopefully it'll fire right off, but you never know.